What's up, y'all, and welcome back to another teaching vlog. Okay, y'all, real quick. Healthy. If you want to know what I'm drinking this superfood mix from Teamy. I found it at Ulta, and not gonna lie, it's not the best tasting thing, but sometimes it's a challenge to like just get all the good stuff in, you know, especially when it comes to skincare and feeling good on the inside like I like to. So I sip on this sometimes during the day, but that's not why I'm here. All right, so today is actually Thanksgiving Day. So by the time you guys see this vlog, happy Thanksgiving, happy late Thanksgiving, happy holiday season, all that fun stuff, whatever you celebrate. I hope you're enjoying it. Okay, but let's just really break down what you're about to see. Y'all about to see me make a really bomb t-shirt. I'm gonna show you how to get there. But hold up, don't think you could just come into my house and not speak. Okay, make sure you subscribe, make sure you like, make sure you engage, because all those things helps me, and it helps me understand what you guys really like to see from me. Okay, so before I get into this vlog, I just wanted you to know all these things that you need to know. Okay, so let me go ahead and drop these gems and show y'all what I'm about to do. Okay, so boom, I'm gonna show you pretty much how to achieve adding a picture and words to a t-shirt. Now this is the look I'm going for. Okay, so I just wanted to kind of come up with something really quick, really impromptu. I'm in my silhouette studio, all that good stuff, and I just want to show you guys pretty much what I'm about to do. I will be using registration marks today, so this video is going to be super informative on how to use all of that, and it's pretty much how to achieve this same look but on a t-shirt. Also, let me just preface this, I do not use the Cricut machine, I use the Silhouette Cameo. Okay, so hopefully by now, if you guys are not new here, you know that that's what I use. But if you are new here, when it comes to like what do I actually use for software and a machine, it's the Silhouette Cameo. I cannot tell you how many times I've gotten a question on what software do you use, and I'm like, you guys, when you buy the vinyl cutter, then the software is included, which is super dope. So just fun fact, I use a Silhouette Cameo, and I have no intentions in buying a Cricut machine, because what is working for me is working for me, and I want to make sure that you guys know that. So let's go ahead and get into making this t-shirt. All right, so we in the lab. Okay, heat press, laptop, Silhouette Cameo, cutting mat vinyl, and one special item that I'm going to show y'all real quick. All right, so first of all, technology is thebomb.com. This is heat transfer paper. Now I did create a video on how to really use this, so you guys are going to be able to see it again when I recreate this t-shirt. Oh, I'm just so excited. Okay, so this is PPD heat transfer paper from Amazon, and this one is specifically for dark fabric. Okay, there is one for light fabric too, so if you want to go ahead and experiment with dark fabric, light fabric, I encourage you to do so, because you're going to learn a lot when it comes to adding a picture on a t-shirt using your heat press. Okay, so just real quick, I'm gonna go ahead and open the instructions. I do know how to use this, but just so you guys can see the instructions. Sorry for my camera, but the instructions right here, looking all good in the hood. Okay, so let me go ahead and just dive into the instructions real quick when it comes to using this dark transfer paper from PPD. Okay, so it is a difference when it comes to using heat transfer paper. You may think that it's universal, but it actually is not, y'all. So you actually do not need to mirror your image, and what that means is you just don't need to flip it. Okay, so you don't have to mirror it. It's just like 8x5, so you guys see how this is just 8.5 by 11. I'm sorry. So just like your standard, basically your standard printer paper size, this is the size of the transfer paper. So that's in my printer. I'm gonna print out the Afro Woman just so you guys can see how it looks, and then now I'm gonna break down the registration marks, because a lot of times when it comes to using the Silhouette Cameo, you got to learn how to use these registration marks, and I have a video for that as well. So let me break down everything so y'all can see what I'm really about to do. Okay, so y'all see how I just pretty much isolated the black Afro Queen here that I have. I have my registration on my page setup tab open, so that way you guys can see that currently the registration marks are off. That's normal. Okay, so if they already come on, sometimes you have to update like the actual like Silhouette Studio software, you know how it's like version 2, version 3.5, all that stuff. You might have to update that if you see something different, but don't be alarmed if when you open up your registration marks they're already on. What you have to do do is anytime you're working in, again, Silhouette Studio, you have to make sure that your page setup is already 8x5. So let me go to my page so y'all can see. Y'all see how it says for my width 8.5, height is 11, and I pretty much just keep everything the same. I just really touch the dimensions of the portrait, or the paper I should say, and then I just keep it moving, and then it already changed to my media size. However, as y'all can see, speaking of that, if you go down to the drop down menu, it gives you letter and it will just do it for you. So, you know, however which way works best for you, either way your dimensions are going to be 8x5 or 8.5. Oh, I cannot talk, y'all, by 11. Okay, so that is pretty much what I did. Another thing you want to make sure is that any image that you're adding in your studio has a PNG background. Okay, basically you don't want any background behind your image, just because it's going to make it easier to cut, and you just want to make it smooth and easy and convenient. Okay, so whenever you upload a picture, don't have a background to it. Make sure it has a transparent background, also known as a P to the N to the G. So what I'm going to do now is pretty much make sure that this design is what it needs to be. I'm going to go to my registration marks. Oh, first of all, let me click off of that. I don't want that. I don't want like the border around it. I'm going to go back to registration marks. I am going to select on, okay, and making sure that everything looks good so I don't have the image on the border. What you're going to want to make sure is that you avoid putting an object image on these borders, because it's not going to come out right. Okay, so you got to make sure that it's just in the center, leave some room in between it, and you know, just keep it moving from there. So yeah, that's how it's gonna look when it prints out. Okay, so also I really wish I can tell you guys that the PPD paper comes in a larger dimension. Right now what I've been able to find is that it only comes in the 8.5 by 11 dimension. So if you're ever wondering how can I make my image bigger, right now it only comes in a letter size. So if some of y'all know something that I don't know, then just keep a sister informed, okay? Because as of right now, there's no way to make images bigger when it comes to heat transfer paper. All right, so let me go ahead and send this to my printer. I have a Apple device, MacBook, so I'm just gonna do Command P. Let that pop up here. It's kind of slow, so just give it a minute. All right, so you guys can see how this image is gonna print out actually really good. Pretty impressed. And this is a free image I'm using, so I didn't like steal it from anybody or whatever. I just got it from Google. I'm gonna go ahead and select print. As far as my printer, let me switch that because it needs to be the HP Envy. I have the HP Envy 6500, I believe, what I'll be using today. Media quality. Okay, this is where a lot of you might not know this, but when it comes to your paper type, I suggest you go ahead and play around with it. Like, this is considered specialty paper, so I'm not sure what the Windows equivalent will be, so I do apologize about that. But as far as for a matte, just do specialty paper matte and you'll be fine. Okay, so boom, let's go ahead and get this printed out and just get started. And here we have it, folks. Here is the picture. All right, boom. So now let's go ahead and do the rest of the stuff. All right, so for the text, I decided to use this super cute, it's like a neon pink, and it's from Heat Transfer Warehouse. This is their Wallicott Express brand. So if you guys are interested in trying like some really fluorescent colors that pop, then I suggest you try their vinyl. I'll leave everything in the description box below per the usual, so y'all can cop you some. Okay, so I'm gonna use their fluorescent pink Wallicott Express vinyl. And for those of you who saw the first teaching vlog, guess what? I still ain't got my cutting mat replaced. You know, y'all, I just need to stop playing around. But what I'm pretty much doing is just go ahead and place my vinyl on the cutting mat. Okay, you gotta face it where it is matte side down, shiny side up. That's how you're gonna layer and just really much have a successful cut using your HTV. Let me change around some things on this Cameo, y'all, because I gotta fix some stuff. All right, so we're gonna load that in there. Hold on. All right, so this is what it should look like. I have everything pretty much installed, got my piece of vinyl. What I need to do though is just set up the actual design. So what I'm gonna do, honestly, because I already have this on a separate tab, I'm just gonna delete this and just flip my Afro Love word. Flip that, so that way it can read the right way. All right, and then now I'm gonna go to send. Y'all can see all of that. For me, I think it's defaulted, which is great, which is on heat transfer, smooth, all the settings. And so now it's ready for me. So I'm going to go ahead and select send as is because I already mirrored it. All right, y'all, so here's the vinyl. I just have to weed it, but before I do that, I'm gonna put this off to the side and show y'all how the image is going to cut out. So this part you really want to make sure you pay attention to because this is where all the magic is happening. Okay, so here's my image, and I'm just being like kind of gentle with it, you guys, because this paper smudges very easily. And what you want to do is just kind of treat it delicately because you don't want your finger to smudge the actual registration mark or it won't pick up on the cameo. So as you see here, I'm just kind of pressing it down on the edge, making sure that this black square is at the corner because that's where it's going to start. This is where the cameo is going to start. If it doesn't read this well, then this won't cut out well. So we're going to see. I've had plenty of failed pictures come out, you guys, so I kind of know what to do and what not to do by now, which is why I'm telling y'all how to do it, and that way you won't mess up your image because, you know, you want to save yourself time and make sure you get it right the first time. Then why not do that? So I have it pressed down, it's not moved, and I'm gonna show you guys like kind of far away how it's really supposed to look. Hopefully y'all can see that, but y'all see how I have more space over here just because it's the 8x5x11, just like that. So I'm gonna go ahead and load it into my cameo like I would do when I'm cutting HTV. All right, boom. So just to show y'all, here's what it looks like. Now, before I actually send this to the printer, I'm going to, in my page setup, hit restore default. The reason why I do that is just because you just want to make sure that the cameo is kind of like at a good space. And also after you cut vinyl, for some odd reason that I can't explain, the cameo just likes to just switch settings on you that you can't see. And trust me, everything you guys probably have not known about, I figured it out just because I failed at a few of these attempts. So I've restored my default right there. Just hit restore default, and now this is good to send. But before I do that, let me show y'all what it's looking like. Okay, in the cameo, this is where everything should be aligned. So what's going to happen is the cameo is going to pretty much cut this picture out. Alright, y'all, so from the naked eye you really don't see a difference, right? But let me go ahead and peel this off. So I have this little scalpel here, and what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna gently scrape out the white like in between her arms. All right, just do it like that. Just be gentle, take your time. My nails are growing out, so I'm trying not to like be too heavy-handed, I should say. And then I'm just gonna take the corner, and from here, hopefully y'all can see everything, but from here you guys see how I'm just like lifting it up with the little scalpel. Okay, getting all of that off and just really taking my time, just because, you know, you don't want to have to keep doing it if you don't have to. Let me go ahead and peel this off. Voila. Okay, so here's the finished product. While this was cutting, I went ahead and just pressed the neon pink, which is so cute. Oh my gosh. And so now let's go ahead and press my Afro Queen. I did smudge the design a little bit, so I don't like that, but just be careful when it comes to using this heat transfer paper because it does smudge. Let me find my Teflon sheet because you will need to protect this. You just don't want to expose pure heat onto an image. So my Teflon sheet is right here, and I'm just going to kind of cheat it a little bit. Let me not do that. Okay, so boom, let me go ahead and press this down. Voila, and that is it. That is how you add a image, a picture, and text to a t-shirt. Like, look at that. And then just so you guys can see, if I scrape this, it's not coming off because it's heat pressed, and I got everything out. I mean, there is some like white space, so you know, that's something that can be mastered, I'm sure, if you just want to keep practicing. But all in all, you guys, this is how it needs to look. Y'all, Like, oh my, look at this. Oh yeah, damn. I mean, you would think that I bought this from a store. I mean, once again, I am very impressed with myself. So this is the finished product on adding a picture with words using my heat press, my Silhouette Cameo, my computer, and Google for free, okay? So very minimal things that you need to achieve this same style of t-shirts. Telling y'all this is where it's at, okay? Because you could just really diversify your t-shirt making. If you want to make like custom t-shirts for people, all that fun stuff, you have unlimited possibilities, okay? So really like how it turned out. I just kept it very simple. And again, when it comes to using registration marks, just keep in mind what I mentioned when I showed you guys everything that I did, so that way you can achieve it great the very first time, and you don't have to have some hiccups just because you don't know what you're doing, okay? So boom. And that's it, good people. So that's gonna wrap up today's vlog. Go ahead and do everything that I did in this vlog so that way you can achieve it for yourself, okay? So let's just break down a few things to keep in mind to achieve the shirt that I just made. Find a free image from Google. Don't be stealing nobody's stuff, okay? So just find something for free to practice with until you start purchasing like commercial free designs on Etsy and all that good stuff. So just find something for free. When it comes to your Silhouette Cameo, don't forget to flip your words so that way they can read the right way. You know what I'm saying? Always flip and mirror your words. When it comes to using the PPD transfer paper, whether you're using dark fabric or light fabric, make sure you read the instructions so that way you know how to apply it well and it comes out, you know, the best way possible. And then of course, your heat press or an iron, because guess what? We all gotta start from somewhere, and do not be ashamed if you don't have a heat press, because you still can achieve this look, okay? As far as blanks, if you guys want to know where you get blanks from, go to Jiffy Shirts, okay? Has a lot of cool things for you to shop for your t-shirt business or whatever you're gonna do with t-shirts. Go to Jiffy Shirts, highly recommend. And for your vinyl, go ahead and go to Heat Transfer Warehouse. The link is in the description box below. Don't forget to check that out so that way you can grab all the things that I've used in today's video. And I'll be sure to leave the link for the PPD paper in the description box below as well. But as always, don't forget to drink your water, mind your business, and always choose yourself first. And I'm gonna catch you in another vlog. Bye y'all.